Okay, I see many hands are for those. Okay, let me ask this other way around. You can all put your hands down. I'll just give you 30 seconds. Put your hands down, everyone. Cool. Please put your hands down. Fenil, Dhana, Manpreet, Adarsh, Soptik, Raja Muzumdar, Divi. Okay. Uh, cool. So, a quick question to all of you. How many of you, all the facilitators here, how many of you don't know what your ownership is here like and what you are expected to do in this campaign? Okay. So, did you talk to a GDSC lead in your campus and did your GDSC lead explain to you what your role looks like and were you not happy with their answer or you never attempted to speak and you just found some interesting opportunity and you thought let me just fill this form and later figure out what the expectations are going to look like? No, I'm serious. I'm not kidding. I mean, because you've nominated yourself to become a Google Cloud Study Jam facilitator, how many of you know what you have signed up for actually? Cool. Let me do a quick walkthrough of what this campaign is about and what are the expectations. But from here, if any other query comes, I'm going to expect you to answer this query. So be attentive. This is going to be like a surprise test which will come later on. For those who are not attentive, they may end up asking this question and you're going to be the ones who help. Cool. So, Google Cloud Study Jams is a campaign to help university students get introduced to core concepts of Google Cloud. Now, why Google Cloud? It's because it's one of the most demanding technology in the industry. It's widely used by a lot of applications that are designed to operate for scale. And with growing data around us, it's become more important to use products like Google Cloud because then it helps in managing operations smoothly at different locations at scale and also make sure that we have a strong infrastructure, right? So this is what Google Cloud is about and hence a campaign that is introduced for university students so they get familiar with Google Cloud in their college days itself. I know many campuses have Google Cloud as a elective subject in their study, and they also understand a little bit what Google Cloud is about or what in general cloud is about. You may have cloud computing as an elective subject or a mandatory subject in your curriculum. So, introducing you to Google Cloud will not just help you understand what Google Cloud is, but through this campaign, you get practical hands on experience about this platform. And it also helps you build full stack solutions, which means you may learn about a front end technology like web, Android, or Flutter. And then learning about cloud will help you make an integrated solution that can run an application at scale. So you know backend, you know middleware, and you also know the front end of the application. That's the goal of this campaign. Now, obviously, we can't train, say, if I were to train 50,000 students on Google Cloud, I cannot do that alone. And hence, we invite you to become facilitators in your campus so you can learn these concepts by yourselves and through the dedicated trainings we have for all of you. And then you can go back and relay the same information to students on your campus. And as we understand, you may not be able to answer all the queries coming in from your campus. What you can do is you can pen down these queries coming in. And every week, as you come for the trainings, you can ask the trainer about these queries that came from your campus that were not resolved by you. So, this way, you can help your. Sorry, Dhruv, can you mute yourself? Cool, thank you. So, this way, you're able to address all the queries coming in from your campus. Now, now the second idea of having you as facilitators and the second idea of having a lead as well in a campus is, if I were told to learn Google Cloud alone, I may not be motivated. I may not feel, excited enough to complete this course at my end alone sitting at home. But then, if I know that there are thousands of students who are learning with me, and in this case, we are going to have lakhs of students who are going to learn Google Cloud together, you are a part of the bigger goal of learning Google Cloud as university students from India. And that ways, you also have timelines set so that you know that you have to finish the course in the given time frame, and the clock is ticking. So with that, you are also hurrying up things without procrastinating much. So that's a little bit about the campaign. Now, how the structure is going to look like and what are your expectations? So what we are going to do is, firstly, as you have nominated facilitators for this campaign and you all are part of cohort 1 of Google Cloud Study Jams, we are going to roll out forms individual to each of you. Your link is going to be unique. So if Saurav is a facilitator and Pushkar is also a facilitator, and they are from two different campuses, not that the link that is shared with Pushkar is going to be the same as shared with Saurav. So you may want to build friendships in this campaign, but not everywhere. So make sure you're being great friends, but at the same time, you're being competent enough as well. Um, so there are going to be unique forms for each campus. And then what you're going to do is, each facilitator, I repeat, only facilitators will have a referral code using which interested participants from your campaign can sign up for the program or the campaign. So using the facilitator referral code, but lead will not have a referral code. So what is lead going to do? Lead is going to work with the facilitator to invite their club members to sign up for this campaign. They are going to help the facilitator reach out to the club members and create as much awareness in the campaign so that you have minimum and maximum of 150 registrations. Now, what these 150 registrations mean is, 150 stands for 150, including the GDSC lead and facilitator who can sign up for the campaign. So it's not 150 plus two entries that you have allocated for every campus, but it is only 150. Now, how can the facilitator help after the signups are done? After you receive the signups, I'll also explain the timelines and I'll come to all these things shortly. But before that, let me just explain the process to you. So once you receive the signups, we will be verifying the data on our end to make sure that all the entries are correct. I'll also tell you what correct entries look like and what you expected to do. I'm going to do a quick demo of that. I also have amazing presentation to show to all of you, but I just want to make sure you first understand the concepts clearly and then we come to all the formal things. So once your data is verified at our end, which is going to be machine verified. So it means that if your entry is correct, you're shortlisted. If it's incorrect, it's directly rejected. There's no way out or there is no exception. So if your entry has minor typos as well, the machine is not going to understand it's a typo and it's going to directly discard the entry over there itself. And that is why it's important to have correct entries. Now, the next thing after this is, after we verify your data, in in some days' time, we are going to share the access codes to the courses which will be provided to you. Now, this platform has some paid courses, but we are procuring those for free to access to the correct enrolled participants, which means that you don't have to pay for anything. This is completely free of charge. You just need the access code, which is going to be separate for each participant who's going to sign up for the campaign. And as the access code is unique, it can be only redeemed with the respective account who has signed up for the campaign. So it means that Shreyashi, who signed up for this campaign, with her email address, we are going to map an access code. If Nikhil tries to access Shreyasi's code, he or she will not be able to redeem that code. So it's as directive as that. So you have to make sure all these things. And also, if Shreyashi has more than one account, the access code will work with the exact account using which she registered for. There is no back and forth over there. Now, once the students have the access code, you can start conducting trainings for students on your campus. You can tell them what Google Cloud is, how to redeem the access codes, and you can start with the trainings. You can host as many trainings. It can be in person, it can be virtual, it can be on weekends, it can be on weekdays, it can be inviting everyone, it can be to only solve doubts, it can be to explain everything that is there in the course. Now, it's your creativity on how you encourage more students to learn and complete the course. Ultimately, as students sign up for this campaign, we also want to make sure that they complete the course. Without that, the course is going to go for toss or waste, which could be an opportunity for someone else who could have made the most out of this campaign. So, as you gather registrations from the participants, please make sure that they are really efficient enough and they're really motivated enough to complete the course. Otherwise, you are going to waste that particular access code that is provided to them. Now, is it clear what the role of a facilitator is and what this campaign is about? A quick show of hands if you understood what this campaign is about and what is the role of a facilitator in this campaign. Unless I see all hands up, I'm not going to move on. So if you're lazy, uh, I think you should just keep that behind for now. I'm just going to go and grab some water for myself, but keep the hands going up if you are clear about the expectations.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay. I'm back and I see majority of you have raised your hands, which means that I was cloud and clear. Um, so now that you understand these nitpicks, let me go ahead and share my slides.
Excuse me,
A
ma'am.
few
I had a doubt.
we'll come to your queries towards the end because I know I haven't covered all the information. So I want to take that time to first brief you all and then come to the queries. Cool. So, welcome to Google Cloud Study Jam's facilitator sync for cohort one. And we just spoke about what this campaign is about. We also spoke about the roles and responsibilities of a facilitator. Trust me, this campaign is going to bring a lot of ups and downs. We are together in this. You may have a lot of challenges in between. You may feel like you're stuck, but regardless, I just want to tell you that don't give up because the end goal is really, really interesting and it will bring you a lot of interesting rewards and recognition that will reap really good benefits as you step closer towards the industry. You all can put your hands down now as we are inching towards the next section of this discussion. Meanwhile, if you have added any notes taker, any fireflies, I strongly discourage that. So please make sure you're not adding any third party applications to the meeting. It's against the code of conduct, and we'll have to take strict actions moving forward in case someone is found adding those in the calls. Okay. So now there are going to be two courses. One is on the generative AI, which is one of the most interesting topics these days. If you attended Google I/O this year virtually, you may have heard Sundar saying AI, AI a lot of times. This year is about AI, and it's really important for all of us to understand why this word is buzzing around. And in case your friends ask you about this, or your family asks you, maybe your mom asks you next time what this AI is about and how can I use that in my kitchen while I'm cooking some interesting recipes for you, you have the right answer. And you will also learn maybe what is not cloud kitchen, but you will learn something interesting about Google Cloud. It's a very elementary course which will help you get started with Google Cloud. It's a foundational course that will be shared with you and the enrolled participants, so you can avail the most out of this content module. And both of these courses, the generative AI pathway as well as the Google Skill Boost pathway link that we are going to share, both of the pathways, they are counted as one. So when we are allocating you some milestones and we are recognizing your efforts, completion of both these pathways is important. Sorry, someone is on unmute. Venna Meghna, can you please mute yourself? Thank you. So both of these pathways, which is the Gen AI pathway and the Google Cloud Skill Boost pathway links that we are going to share, I'm not going to disclose the link for now. These details will be covered with the correctly signed up participants. But for now, please make a note of three things from this slide. One is both Gen AI plus the Google Cloud pathway that we are going to share, both of them are mandatory to complete for the interested participants. The facilitator nomination is already done. The second step is today we are going to open up the forms for the participant sign up, and these forms will be open till 1st of September. I hope you've taken a record of these three things as takeaways from this slide. The next thing, the referral process. So as I mentioned that to gather registrations and to validate that the entry that we have received is from your respective campus only. For example, Bhadraksh is a facilitator and he was provided a facilitator referral code. We want to make sure that anyone who signs up with his code is someone that he knows and he has referred for this campaign. So then Bhadraksh is also sure that these are entries from someone I know, so he can work with those particular students to complete the course. And he will also be responsible for solving any queries that come from those 150 participants, because for us, the only point of contact is going to be facilitators in this campaign. So any query that comes around this campaign should be routed to the facilitator, and the facilitator shall bring these queries to us. So this is how we are going to operate. And that being said, the facilitator referral code will also ensure that no one else apart from Bhadrak's network is signing up for this campaign. Now each campus has a capacity of 150, which means that we will accommodate nothing less or more than 150 for this particular campaign. If you think you have more than 150 students who are interested in this campaign, or if you think you have less than 150 students interested in this campaign, we leave the mathematic on you on how you want to fill up for the gap. Which means that if there are more than 150, maybe you want to pass it to someone who doesn't have enough interest coming in, and vice versa. If you don't have much, find someone by yourself, not by Nikita or anyone from the GDSC India team. By yourself, find someone who has less than who has more than 150 interested participants, and then you can allocate those in your capacity. That being said, any reward referral that is going to be shared is going to be only shipped to the facilitator. So it's on you later on if you have to ship the rewards to someone who was not in your campus. How do you manage those logistics is on you. So think about these areas carefully. And remember again, the last date to have these 150 signups is 1st September, which is Friday. Let's move on to the next slide now. So, what is this registration process going to be looking like? So, both the GDSC lead and the facilitator, actually, no, only the facilitator will be provided with the registration form, and the referral code will also be provided to the facilitator themselves. And collaborating with the GDSC lead, the facilitator will spearhead registrations with a capacity of first 150 correct entries allocated per campus. Now, all these interested participants are required to have a new Google Cloud Skill Boost account. And the registration opens on 28th of August, not 29th. Just give me a moment. I'm going to change this right away so that we don't have any misunderstanding here. Um, Now that you want to make sure that your code, facilitator referral code, doesn't get leaked, and you also want to make sure that you have the right signups from your campus, what you can do is the form that you will receive for the enrollments, create a copy of that form, and you can roll out that form without the referral code in your campus. Have the signups correctly, validate those entries for what a correct entry looks like. I'm going to talk about it in the next slide. But once you validate that the entry is correct, only then submit their entry on their behalf in the main form. So you don't have to share the form link with everyone in the campus, but you can create a copy of this form and you can roll the link of the copy form in your campus. We are very strict about rolling the facilitator code and the form on social media. If anyone is found rolling the facilitator code or the form link on social media, we are going to ban that particular campus from this campaign. So please make sure that you're very, very careful about this idea and you're being very careful as you drive these registrations for
Ma'am,
your
sorry to
campus.
interrupt you, but your screen is not being shared.
I am sharing now. You may want to pin it on your screen.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So, what are the takeaways from this slide is the facilitator only will be provided with the registration form along with the referral code. You can create a copy of the form that is provided to you. You can remove the part where it asks for facilitator referral code and float this form in your campus. Everyone who's interested can sign up. You can validate these entries, make sure a few few things are validated very thoroughly from your side, and then you submit the form to us before 1st of September 11:59 p.m. IST. Now I'm going to come to what a correct entry looks like. With that, what you have to do is I'm going to share a link with all of you in the chat section so you all can follow as well. Just give me a moment, please. Okay, I will also share my screen, but I want you all to go to this link. Uh, can you all go to the link
Yes,
now?
ma'am. Sure. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I stopped presenting, but I'll come to that screen and we all can. Um, so we all can walk together here. I will tell you what exactly we are looking for. Now, as you come to this screen, I am already signed up, which means that my account is old. So you see, I have signed up for a course and then there's some progress on my account. This is not the right entry. This is incorrect entry because I already have created an account before today. Any account that you have created before 29th of August, one, don't delete that. Two, it will not be considered. Three, you have to create a new account using a new email address which was not used by you for any other campaign in the past. Are these three takeaways clear? One, if you have created an account in the past, it will not be considered. You don't have to delete that account and create a new account on that email address again. It will not be considered. Three, uh, if you haven't created any account in the past and you haven't signed up on this platform at all, then you can actually create a new account after this meeting. Please mute yourself. So you can, Tani, are you able to mute Ritesh?
I am just trying to.
Ritesh, Ritesh. Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Ma'am,
We'll come to your query zone. Please stay around. Um, so if you have an account in the past, what you have to do is click on sign out. Good. Now, what you have to do next is click on sign in button. Or at the topmost right corner, do you see the sign in button? You have to click on that. Now, you can either sign up with an email ID and password, or you can, so click on create account first. You can either sign up with an email ID and a password, or you can sign up with your Gmail account. This is most recommended. Sign up with your Gmail account. Now, I am choosing this account, which is Nikita something something @gmail.com. Again, this also has some courses that I have uh, completed in the past. So I'm again going to sign out. And I'm going to use a fresh new account on which I have not had an account in the past. Now, it will ask you to accept some quick use of terms and service. Accept those, without which you won't be able to move to the next screen. And once you accept that, this is the screen you get. You see no passes, no pathways, no courses that are done in the past. Right? This is what a new skill boost account looks like. And it's very, very important to create this new Google Cloud Skill Boost account. Only once you do this, it tick marks against the first checklist of creating the right account. Now, next step is, sorry, just give me 1 minute. Go to profile section. Here you see I don't have any badges earned. I don't have any activities. I haven't added any learning path. And this exactly means that I have created a new Google Cloud Skill Boost account and it says member since 2023. And it says that your batch profile is not public and accessible. The second most important step, please make a note of this. I may sound like your faculty right now, but we've seen many of them failing in the past, and I really don't want that to happen. So, again, unless this profile is made public, we will not be able to consider your entry. So now what I did was I went to profiles tab and I said make profile public. Now it gives me a link. Your profile is public and accessible, and it gives me this link. Right? So here I get the link, and it has to be exactly copy pasted from here in the form entry which asks for the Google Cloud Skill Boost account. Exactly this link, starting from HTTPS to the last word. Remember about the spacing errors, any typos that may come up, the machine is going to reject it automatically. So please be very, very careful about this part. Cool? Do you all understand?
Ma'am, I have a problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Uh, my account is already created because I am following a Google Arcade Facilitator program. So
Okay.
what I have to do now?
So, what did I say? Do you recall, Atharva? I said if you have an account in the past, it will not be considered unless you create it today. I may put this out in some other way if it was not clear, but I hope you clearly understand unless your account was created today after this meeting and it has no badges or courses completed in the past, only then it's a correct entry. Otherwise, it will not be considered.
Okay, then I will create new Gmail account.
Yes, Atharva. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, I
Thank
had
you.
a query about that.
Ma'am,
I'm like, this condition is only for the facilitator, or ma'am, like every participant who are just
every participant, right? Because as a facilitator, you're going to enroll. And
like you have to mention in the form, like if you have an account, then create a new account and mention your new account's CloudBoost public profile.
yeah, so if you created an account that time and you know that it has no badges earned in the past, you haven't taken up any pathway or course in the past, then you can provide.
Ma'am, what we have to do with this link?
Hello,
I will come to it. Give me some
ma'am.
time.
Ma'am, there's an issue. Actually, me and my facilitator had registered for cohort one, but the thing is, our college has just started, so we cannot take GCP in cohort one because we are not registered. So we are not able to take cohort one because the
Can
next
we
fees are
right now changing the
20
things
seconds.
at the back end
No,
and
no, we can
and
convey it officially via the mail if you want. Like, I just
yes,
want to know the
it's an
procedure. How
interest
can
of
we proceed with it?
485 others, right? Who are also in this call.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I am registered uh, Atharva Equirate 01 @gmail.com as a form.
अथर्व, अभी
Yeah.
मैं नहीं बता पाऊंगी कि आपका अकाउंट सही है या नहीं है, बट अभी मैंने जो बताया है आपको, what is your profile going to look like and what is going to be accepted, उसी को फॉलो करो. परम्यूटेशंस एंड कॉम्बिनेशंस बनाओगे तो हम आधा एक घंटा तो इसी में बिता देंगे कि सब अपने अपने परम्यूटेशंस और कॉम्बिनेशंस बनाएंगे. It's not that difficult to create a new account. You can sign up and create a new account. Let's do this together, folks. It's really not that hard to follow.
Ma'am.
Yes.
I have an active Google Cloud Skill Boost account in my old email ID. So can I sign in from both the IDs which I have created today and which I have created on the last year from a single device?
That's what I'm saying. If you have an old account, it will not be considered. आपका अगर पुराना अकाउंट है जो आपने लास्ट ईयर बनाया होगा या किसी कैंपेन के लिए बनाया होगा या 2 महीने पहले भी बनाया होगा, वो नहीं एक्सेप्ट होगा. आपको आज ही अकाउंट बनाना है और वही कंसिडर होगा. और उसमें यू हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट नो badges are earned and no courses are complete. And I'm sorry to use Hindi. I understand many of you don't understand Hindi, but it's also an interest of many who understand Hindi. I wanted to make it a little more easier for you to understand.
Ma'am, I had a doubt.
I don't know why do you have a doubt in creating a new account.
No, not in account. I just wanted to know that form procedure.
Like,
I will come to
can you
it.
please repeat? I was just out from that meeting for like 2 minutes, and in which you explained it, so I missed it. Sorry.
No worries. In case your lead is here or your facilitator is here, maybe they can help you with it, or I'll do a recap at the end. But for now, can I proceed forward? I mean,
Yes,
let's
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, ma'am.
I
You
have
go ahead.
one
Just one more.
question that I want to make sure that the facilitator has to do this all work or the participant that with facilitator has to do that.
everyone who wants to enroll has to do this. Everyone.
Okay,
Well, I think doubts are
that's it.
clear.
Thank
Proceed ahead.
Ma'am,
We can deactivate the existing account and we can create new with the same email ID.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. Create a new account today. Even if you had in the past, deleting and using it is not going to make sense.
ma'am, please let's go
Ma'am,
ahead.
take the session
Again,
forward.
We created an account yesterday.
in
Can
the
you?
registration deadline, because in my college, 31st August to September, sessional exam.
Sort of all of these things were mentioned, which cohort you need to sign up, which cohort you are going to select, and why you have to select. So I think we are not going to go in the flashback. Perhaps we can take this on email, because I think again for 480 others it's not of same interest. Nikita?
Ma'am, take the session forward, ma'am.
Yeah, I think it's very simple.
Yes,
I'll
ma'am.
just
It's
do,
just please take the session forward,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am,
All the
please
doubts are
continue.
clear, ma'am.
yeah.
Ma'am, I think the questions can be answered later.
Yes, please hold on. It's very simple. Everyone who wants to enroll for this campaign have to perform this step. They have to make sure that they have no pathways, no courses, and no badges earned on the account that they are submitting. They have to make sure that their profile URL is public. They have to make sure that they're copy pasting the link from here and it's the exact same link. Do not copy the link from the browser. Browser URL should not be copied, but it's the same that I have highlighted on the screen right now. Now, with this, that being said, old accounts, anything where you have had account in the past will not be considered. You can be as creative about what is accepted and what is not accepted, but my straightforward answer is create a new account today, make sure your profile is public, and submit the correct URL. It's as simple as that. And it's signing up is free, so do not hesitate in creating a new account. It's free and it's a two-step process. If you don't follow this process, you're going to impact your own registrations. So please stop being creative about this thing. There are other areas where you can be more creative. But can someone take notes of this particular point? That one, you have to create a new Google Cloud Skill Boost account. Two, you have to make sure that the Google Cloud Skill Boost profile is public. Three, you have to make sure that there are no courses, badges completed on this profile in the past. Four, you have to provide the URL that is highlighted on my screen with blue in color. Copy paste the exact same thing, no typos will be accepted. I hope it's very, very simple to understand. You can be creative about other areas from here onwards. There are better problems for you to solve. Now, what does the overall process flow looks like? So as I mentioned, every campus has 150 minimum and maximum quota that is allocated. You can have 140 as well, but you cannot have 151. So make sure you make the registrations quota usage wisely. You provide the access referral code to someone who really is passionate about learning, and make sure that you are completing this in the given time frame itself, because it's very, very important to make sure that the timeline is correctly met, and there is no goof up over there. So, the second thing is, I spoke about trainings at the start. Your trainings are going to be on every Monday, starting 4th of September, not 3rd, 4th of September, from 7 to 8:30 p.m. IST. We will have an expert from Google who is going to be your trainer, and he is amazing. Trust me, very patient, more patient than me when it comes to resolving any queries that you may have. But only on Google Cloud. Campaign wise, he knows nothing. So don't ask him, my URL was not considered. What do I do? Or will I get a reward if I do X? He has no idea. So ask him only queries related to Google Cloud. And there are several rewards and accolades planned for you for completing the course, and we'll come to it shortly. Cool. Uh, so now I'm going to give you a quick demo of the sign up form and what exactly is expected in the form. Just give me a moment. I'm pulling up the form.
Ma'am, only the facilitators will take the session, training sessions, or the lead as well.
It's up to you if you both want to take it. If you want to do it alone and your lead thinks they don't have knowledge about it or they don't have bandwidth, they can skip.
Sure.
Ma'am, will the link shared in the form or in the mail? Training links?
Which driving links?
The training links.
Training links.
Yeah.
I don't know which training are you looking for. I mean, talking about.
I'm like he is talking about like every Monday classes and all like 7 to
That
8:30.
will be added to your calendars. Wait for that. Let's go step by step. It's not yet added to your calendars, but you know that you have to make yourselves available from Monday 7 to 8:30 p.m. IST.
Is it for the facilitator or for all the participants?
Only facilitator, this was.
Okay.
Very important than everyone else, right?
Yes, ma'am. Please carry on.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, but I have been being very clear about this fact that if it's very specific to you, you don't have to tell 480 others that this is my problem. You can simply put it on email and we'll take it from there. And this is because you submitted your entries incorrectly. Otherwise, this problem wouldn't have arisen. Anyways, uh, please take a note of this form because this form is very important. This is for the participants who are interested in this campaign. Both leads and facilitators can also fill this form as a participant. Cool. So I'm going to give my email ID here. I'm just putting some email ID here, but I made sure that there is no typo here, which means at the rate gmail.com. There is any special character, any alphanumeric character, or anything that's there as a part of the email ID is correctly submitted. Make sure it's a Gmail account that works best with the Google Cloud Skill Boost platform. So make sure you're using a Gmail account instead of your university accounts. And make sure that the entries are correct because we will not be accepting any incorrect entry. Regardless you come with any request, we will not be able to accept. So please be very sure about this. You can read the terms and conditions. They are not subject to market risks because these are not mutual funds. Please read the terms and conditions and then click on I accept if you accept the terms and conditions.
Ma'am, this email should be same as Google platform, like Google
Yes,
Cloud Boost platform.
yes. Thanks for that call out. This email ID has to be the exact email ID that you have used to create an account on the Google Cloud Skill Boost platform. I repeat, the email ID that you use for creating an account on the Google Cloud Skill Boost platform has to be the same that you provide in the registration form. Cloud and clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you can
Yes, ma'am.
provide your full name. My full name is Nikita Gandhi, and I choose my gender here. I select my institution name. For now, I selected this institute from Kolkata. I provide the facilitator referral code. Although I don't have a code, I am going to provide something for now just to sign up and show you what this form looks like. But here, copy paste the exact facilitator code that is provided to you. No mistakes. If it is O, it's O. If it's zero, it's zero. If it's in caps lock, it's in caps lock. If it's not in caps lock, it's not in caps lock. As simple as copy pasting from what is provided to you, no spaces, no errors over here.
And ma'am, like 150 students need to be filling up, like every student needs to be filling up the referral code.
Yes, that's exactly how this will operate, right? Without a referral code, this form will not submit. And what I mentioned was you create a replica of this form, you create a copy of this form and ask people to fill that form. And the actual form, which you cannot share publicly, you can fill the form on behalf of those 150 participants. This way, you can also validate the entries for those who are interested, make sure they have given the right email address, they have given the right Google Cloud Skill Boost URL, so there are no typos or no mistakes over there.
Hello.
I'm
Am I
not
audible?
any queries right now. I really want to focus on completing the form.
Okay, go ahead. I will ask the question in the last.
Thank you so much. Now, once I uh, fill up the other details that are there, now it will ask you verify you created a new Google Cloud Skill Boost account on or after 28th of August 2023. Verify, confirm your email address, password, copy paste it so there are no errors in typing. Now it is going to ask for your Google Cloud Skill Boost profile URL. I already showed you how to get that. So what I did was I came to the screen, I copy pasted, and then I came back to this form and I pasted it over here. Now it will ask you to acknowledge a few details. It will ask you to read a few pointers before you submit the form. And once all of these details are correctly filled, then you can click on submit. Is that clear, everyone? How do you fill the form on behalf of your participants?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You can have a working session with your you can have a working session with the community to show them how this works. For everyone who's interested in your campus, you can have a working session with them and you can walk them with the process so that there are no errors, and for you it's actually just copy pasting the details that they submit in the actual form. Is the process clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have a query actually. Hello, ma'am.
I will come to your queries. Ruk jao, ruk jao. It's not that difficult to wait.
Sure, sure.
Cool. So I'm going to give you a quick recap of what the correct entry looks like. A correct entry is something, it means that a new account was created after 20th of August, um, 2023, has no labs completed on the account in the past, has correct email address linked to the Google Cloud Skill Boost account, provides the exact public URL in the registration form, and has selected the correct chapter mapping to the exact facilitator code, which means that if Rian is from MIT College, Pune, making sure that the facilitator code that Rian is assigned also maps to the college name. That is an important thing to remember. Now, very important and very frequently asked questions. Yes, both GDSC leads and facilitators can enroll as participants in the campaign by signing up using the same form. And we'll accommodate maximum of 150 entries. A very important call out, do not send bulk emails. You can generate interest in the community through your form, and then you can fill the actual. You can share the form in closed groups and ask everyone in your campus to not leak these forms anywhere. In case your campus form is found to be leaked, you are going to be held accountable for it, and we will be taking very strict actions against those particular facilitators and GDSC leads. So it's a collective responsibility of both that these forms are not shared anywhere on public domains. And mind you, we have really good patrolling cops who can help us make sure that this does not go out on social media. So, in case you're friends with YouTubers, you're friends with influencers on social media, and you want to help them get more followers, perhaps this is not an opportunity for you to do that. The next thing is, if the facilitator code or forms are found to be leaked on social media, strict measures will be taken against the facilitator and leads. And it could also end up removing the entire campus from participating in the campaign. Now, you may have questioned that if my campus participates in this campaign and if they are completing the course, what do they get in return? But first, let me tell you one more additional responsibility of the facilitator, or what does the milestone look like. So this screen you see is the facilitator milestone basis which students will be rewarded in your campus. And I'll come to it as the first tier, the gold tier for this campaign is where 80 students out of the 150 who have signed up, at least 80. It could be 80 or more, but at least 80 enrolled students complete the course. It's the Gen AI and the Google Cloud Skill Boost pathway lead will be with free is validated. The second tier is at least 60. It could be anything between 60 to 80. Between 60 to 80, if someone or if any number between 60 to 80 complete the pathway and the Gen AI course, then they belong to the silver category or tier 2 of this completion milestone. Third category is the bronze category, which means that between 40 to 60, if between 40 to 60 enrolled students complete the course in the given time frame, then they will be falling into the bronze or the tier 3 category. And very important thing to be called out over here is, say for example 85 students in your campus complete the Gen AI and the Google Cloud Skill Boost pathway. We will not be providing 85 rewards, we'll still be providing 80 rewards only. Similarly, if it's anything between 60 to 80, say it's 69 or 79 for that matter, we'll provide only 60 rewards and not 79 rewards in this case. Now, what do we have for the students who will be, what do students get? So, students who belong in the tier 1 category, they get a t-shirt, a sticker sheet, a laptop bag, and a bottle. Tier 2 gets t-shirts, sticker sheet, and a bottle. Tier 3 gets t-shirt and sticker sheet. Now the images that are there on the screen are only for representation purposes, and the actual images are going to be maybe different from what you get in your hands. So in case you're taking screenshots, please don't come back asking, in this image this was showcased and I got something else. Cool. Now, you may be thinking, how do I communicate with the GDSC program team? We will have a Google group using which we will be sending you emails about the trainings that are going to be there. Anything around the program will be communicated using the Google group. Second thing is, we have created a Discord channel where we will be frequently answering your queries, but these are program related queries only and not technical queries. So anything you get stuck with Google Cloud, we don't have the right resources on the platform who will be helping you there. So you have to park your queries for the trainings on Monday and clarify anything related to Google Cloud on Mondays only. And apart from that, every day you will receive an email. Both the GDSC lead and the facilitator will receive an email about the completions in their campus every day. So that is your point to understand how many students have completed which of the courses, how many are pending, and then in case you have to be a little more creative, just like you were while we were creating the Google Cloud Skill Boost account, on how you can encourage more students to complete, you can bring in your creativity there. We will also have special recognition for the facilitators who will be falling in tier 1, 2, or 3. This recognition is not for everyone, but only if you fall in tier 1, 2, or 3 category, we will be giving some special recognition for the facilitators as well. So as you do all the hard work in your campus, for the next 1 month, there are interesting rewards for all of you as well. So facilitators who belong to tier 1 or the gold category are going to get a hoodie, power bank, headphones, and a bottle. Facilitators who belong to tier 2 are going to get a hoodie, power bank, and a bottle. And facilitators who belong in tier 3 are going to get a hoodie and a sticker sheet. Again, these images are for representation purposes only, and it may differ from what you get. It's just like a disclaimer that comes with any online shopping you do. Is this clear? No, I think
Yes, ma'am.
we are not
Yes,
yet
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
a very important call out. You may have exams, you may have a lot of ongoing priorities, but the deadline remains the same because right after cohort 1 is done, we will be starting with cohort 2, and we have limited capacity and access to the Google Cloud Skill Boost platform, because of which
I guess ma'am left.
Yeah.
Yeah, net
Network
issue,
issues.
probably.
Okay, she's coming back soon, but yeah, till then, maybe some of you had some questions, so we can go one by one.
Ma'am, I had a
What
question.
is the
Ma'am. Okay,
I
cool.
had a question regarding the Discord. So the
Okay.
link which I received in the mail is showing invalid link, so invalid invite. So what can be done?
Is it about the Discord channel for the facilitator group, or
Yes, Discord channel for the facilitator group.
so you should have received a channel link just to accept, like get added onto the channel. But once you have accepted it, we will review your entries and then you will be added. So for now, you will not see anything on the channel.
Ma'am, when
Just
the review
another doubt,
process
ma'am.
will be, sorry
Sorry,
for
let's go
interrupting.
one by one.
Yeah, ma'am. You're talking about the Discord server. When will we getting a reviewing process? So you told
This will
about that.
So this will take some time. Wait till end of the week. First, focus on your registrations. And I'm hoping all your queries would come mostly during the learning phase. So you will be on the server before that.
Ma'am, and another doubt, ma'am. Ma'am, so can the leads join the facilitators Discord channel?
No, the
No.
channel is exclusive. Sorry, Tanu, go ahead.
No. Please go ahead. I think we went on together. So yeah, Nikita is back here.
Mm, Yeah, so this channel is exclusive for the facilitators. For leads, you have separate channel where you can ask queries. So let's not mix it up. There are avenues for you to connect as well, and I hope that's sufficient for you to ask any queries you may have.
Thank you, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. One question from our side.
I think we should go one by one. So please raise your hands, and perhaps we can come to each one of you and make sure your query is resolved.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask one campus can receive at max 80 swags, no matter how many students. If like one at 10 students complete, still only 80 swags can be availed.
Yeah, that's what I remember sharing, that regardless if you have say 100 completions from your campus, we'll still have only 80 rewards if you're in tier 1.
Ma'am, and how will be the
Ma'am,
80
please
server
continue
users
with the session.
Ma'am, but
Hello?
it will be a matter of conflict, right?
Ma'am, please
Exactly,
continue with the
exactly.
session.
Then don't give any swags at all if that's a conflict. As simple as that.
Ma'am, but they will say
And
like I have taken it for me. Then what will I do at that case?
That's
We
I
can
said,
go like first come first serve, right?
full.
Then
Uh,
what we do about the swags? Like, do we keep it or?
Ma'am, is it like first come first serve? Like on the first 80
no,
people who complete
absolutely.
it get the swags.
keep this on you as facilitator, how you want to reward the completions from your campus. First, get them for completions. I think that's the most hardest, action that you have to take. Other things will follow. I think you have months time to think whom you want to reward, how you want to reward. Because if you see in the rewards, there's not just one reward. Like, say you can give a T-shirt to someone, you can give stickers to someone else, you can give bottle to one person. You can...
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
will I
and
get
another doubt,
if
ma'am.
after the completion will I get delivered
Ma'am,
on my address, the
I,
campus address?
I think
Ma'am, small doubt, ma'am.
we
For the
can we
can I carry on?
Please wait. Please wait.
we haven't collected your address yet. First, at least focus on getting the registration. You're already thinking about where the Schwags delivery is going to be.
Ma'am, I'll just ask a simple doubt, ma'am.
Yeah, you can ask
So
doubts also, but ask something more relevant for now.
yes, ma'am. So participants will be taking some classes, right, ma'am? So these classes, it will be online, like some videos. They need to watch that videos and complete it, and at last they will have some assignments or something like that. Or will anyone be coming online and teaching them?
So I mentioned that a trained facilitators, GDC leads can also join these trainings. But like I mentioned, that Google can take 3,000 students together. So you have to do these for interested enrolled students in your campus.
How many days do we have for registrations? Like, will the registration link be sent on 1 September or anywhere in the first week of September?
So the timeline is from today to 1st of September.
Okay, so we only have 2 or 3 days to list out the participants, right?
Yes, correct, Vishnu.
That's our deadline.
Excuse me, I have a doubt. Is it necessary to take part in both coherent or one coherent is also okay?
Only one. You don't have an option to be in both the cohorts. You can be either in cohort 1 or 2. You can't be in both.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
So,
I have a doubt.
Will the form be shared?
I can't hear you this way. Let's go one after another. Raise your hands
And
and
when will the form be
Hello,
shared
ma'am.
to us? Will it be right
Hello,
now?
ma'am.
so most of the queries that you all are asking were already answered because you missed it that time. Let's just be patient.
Excuse me, ma'am. Is there any important announcement? You should continue with that. We can take up the doubts later because we are getting repeated questions and whatever you have already shown in the slides, the people are just repeating all those things. Guys, just please wait till the last. All the important things can get carried on. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I don't have much information to share after this, and I do want to answer all your queries, but a lot of things like someone mentioned right now are already answered. So just be patient enough to.
Ma'am,
Actually, I had a doubt. Like, if a lead is also a facilitator, so is there some kind of like, is are there some particular guidelines for such leads who are also a facilitator in their campus?
No particular guideline.
And ma'am,
Hello,
as
ma'am.
the facilitator can also enroll as a participant in the campaign. So, and there are some goodies for particular tiers, and the facilitators also get goodies based on the tiers. So, as a participant and as a facilitator, like they'll receive both of those rewards if they fall into some particular tier.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am, if we don't
I have
have
a
any
doubt
doubt.
regarding
Okay,
participation.
everyone just hold on. We will go one by one. So now Nikita has nothing more to share in addition. So if you have no queries, you can drop from the call. But if you have queries, raise your hands and we'll go one by one. So Nikita, you can start with Manvi first. She's first in the queue to raise her hand.
Cool. Thank you so much, Sanvi.
Ma'am, I don't have any doubts. So.
Ma'am, just let me know one thing that when are you going to
So
receive the links?
let's go with the hands raised first.
Let's go in a queue. Let's go with Shamant. Sad. Okay. Thanushri.
Ma'am, I know it's a same question, but you said it can be created after 28th of August. But then in the meet, you said we have to create a skill boost account on today, right? So which should we follow? Like, because in the PPT, I saw that the skill boost account can be created after 28th of August, but today it was.
I'm sorry about the mistake on the slide. Today, 29th of August.
Okay, fine, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
No worries. Heyman.
Yes, ma'am.
Subha.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to know that you told that we need to make a new account for Google Cloud Boost platform. So, anyways, but the mode of communication for facilitator will be my old email address. So, will it be a point of conflict? Like I'm participating with other new email address, and the communication will be through old email address through which I have joined the meet now. So, will it be a conflict?
No. So communications will can still happen on your registered email address, but for completing the course, you can create a new Gmail account, sign up and create a new Google Cloud Skill Boost account, and on that you can do the course completion.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey.
Am I audible?
No, you're not audible, Diti, because I can only hear Subham after this.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, Subham.
Okay. Ma'am, I have a doubt. Like one thing that, as you mentioned, that we have the facilitator can create a dummy form and they can circulate among the students and then they can fill themselves. So one question arises that if the facilitator fills the form, so the form registers in the mail of the facilitators. So will that create any conflict? Because suppose I'm the facilitator, I'm submitting the form on someone's behalf, but the form is submitting from my mail. Like my mail is submitting in the backend from the Google form. So will that create any conflict?
No, so you provide their email address in both the places. There are two places where we are asking you for the email address. One is while you are filling the form. The first question is the email address, and second is it asks for the email account that is associated with the skill boost account. Both the places provide the student's email address, participant
Yeah, ma'am,
email address.
that is okay, but there is one thing, na, in the when we are submitting any form, the automatically one email ID is also
That
sent in
is
the
fine.
backend. That
That is fine. We
okay.
will take care of it.
Yeah, ma'am, that was the question. Thank you.
No worries. Hemant, you can put your hand down since we already addressed your query.
Uh, Ma'am, same thing. This I want to tell. So this like two email address you told, right? So we still need to type our new email address from the both the places.
I don't know why is it so complicated for all of you. So in the form, at two places, your email ID is asked. Okay.
Yes,
First
ma'am.
is while you are starting to fill the form, it confirms your email address. There, you provide the one who is on behalf of whom you're filling the form. Again, it asks for the email ID that is linked with the Google Cloud Skill Boost account. Again, provide the same email address that is linked to the Google Cloud Skill Boost account.
Okay, 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 great.
You don't have to be that creative or worried. जितना है उतना ही करो.
Ma'am, any tentative dates then cohort 2 starts?
No, we are not talking about it yet.
Thank you.
Ma'am, have you shared the registration links?
Sorry?
Ma'am, have you shared the registration links?
No, not
For
yet.
which,
No, not yet.
as it is a starting date, would you please, try
Yes,
to send it
after
as
this
soon as
meeting,
possible?
we first wanted to explain you things so that you ensure that you have the right entries from your campus. Otherwise, every mistake counts. And first 150 entries will be considered for each campus. So the 150 first entry will also be discarded. So make sure the entries are correctly submitted.
And the thing is, first
Hello.
a participant will be
Sorry,
opening.
we are again breaking the queue, Zalkar. Can we
I'm so
please
sorry.
do it the queue?
So sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Kritika.
Hi. So I had a similar question to Suhas, but a follow-up question that, okay, so if we are filling a form behalf on someone else, is multiple entries allowed in the form that you would be providing us?
Yes, because ultimately for the Google Cloud Skill Boost profile URL, you are going to provide the associated email address. That is an unique entry for us. But while you're filling the form, even if there are multiple entries from the same account, that should be okay.
Okay. Thank you, Nikita.
No worries. Jay Prakash.
Ma'am, my question is we are completing some pathways on skill boost. Then after the cohort ends, will that pathways will be vanished or removed?
No, that will stay on your account. So if you want to add it to your resumes later, or if it helps you, um, putting it out somewhere on your social media accounts, that should be fine. It will still stay after the campaign.
Thank you.
No worries. Tithi.
Hi, ma'am. So, I'm a lead as well as a facilitator, and the 30 days of Google Cloud was discussed in the previous lead sync as well, and we got the slides for that on 22nd of August, and it was written in the slides that 28th of August was the day when the participants could sign up for the Cloud Skill Boost accounts, and today it is being said that on 29th they can to like create the accounts, but almost 30-40 people from my campus have signed up on 28th.
Which form did they sign up on?
They signed up on the Cloud Skill Boost platform.
And it's a new account, right?
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. And the reason we had to shift this meeting by a day is because some of you did not fill the form correctly. You opted for both cohort 1 or 2, or there were other data entries that we had to clean up and validate, which took us a day's time.
Okay, ma'am. So that means their account is valid.
Provided the terms and conditions I mentioned earlier.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am, so much.
No worries. Praneeth.
Yeah, ma'am. The same note. The PPT you sent was 28th. Almost 40
Sorry
people
about
created the account. So the same.
sorry about it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Cool. We'll go to Atrey Mukherjee.
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
You are audible.
I have two questions, just two confirmations. First is, can you please confirm the last date of the first cohort?
The last date of the first cohort. That's a good question. Just give me one sec. It should be 29. Just give me one sec. The last date is October 2nd.
Okay. And one more confirmation I wanted. There will be one form that you will send us, which we need to fill up on the behalf of the participants, right?
Correct.
And one form which we need to make the copy of that previous one, and we need to send it out to the participants for getting their email IDs and the links.
Their email IDs? Yes, correct.
Okay, and the referral code that you have sent me, which is unique to my account, that I need not share with anyone because I need to put it in the form that is sent to me only, right?
Correct. Yeah, you summarize the meeting in 3 lines actually.
Okay, thank you.
Good. Biswas.
Hello, ma'am. I have a doubt, two doubts regarding registration. Okay, so I got mixed up because minimum maximum quota. You said 150, right? So if from my campus only 130 registrations, are we ready for participation? Like there should be necessary 150.
150, correct. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
maximum quota.
I don't know if from our campus there's like less than 150. Is it okay?
It's okay. It's okay.
Is
But
there,
then, as you
okay.
know, that the tiers are linked to the completions. So 80, 60, and 40. If you think that you can fall into either of these tiers, I leave the decision on you if you want 150 or you want 120.
Okay. Also, in my district, there is no other GDSC, but there are other colleges, and I know a few students. So, if I can fill up, more students by sharing with them, is it possible? Without a GDSC in their campus.
Yeah, so you can have participants from other campuses as well, especially where there is no GDSC. But like I mentioned, that the code should not be leaked to anyone. And second is,
Yeah.
how do you
Yeah.
provide reports to them? It's on you because we will not be delivering in that particular campus.
Okay. That's not a problem. Okay. Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you. Abhijit,
Ma'am, I have 2 to 3 questions.
go ahead.
Can we share the syllabus? Like you shared that Gen AI and one course from Cloud Skill Boost we have to complete. Can we share that information to the participants who are registering?
Yeah, you can provide, let them know about it.
Okay, ma'am. And the facilitators should be filling the original form by September 1st itself, or do we have any other extra deadline?
1st September only.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, and confidentiality about the course, like the students or the participants who are doing the course shouldn't be sharing anything about the course in their social media